Hello everyone, and welcome back. Oh, there's a cat. Is that a pumpkin? I think it's a pumpkin that's on there right now. I think that's a pumpkin. How is everyone's, what is today? Wednesday? Today is a Wednesday. How is everyone's Wednesday going? Oh my goodness, I am tired. I am very sleepy. Sleepy-eepy. We'll see how long we go for today. I don't think it's gonna be very long. Yeah. I decided we're just gonna make some wings today. And we're gonna see how wings go. Because wings, I like the wings that we've made so far, but I kind of want to try a couple of other things that we could do with some wings, because we can do lots of different types of wings. So I kind of want to try a couple of different things. One of those ways that I want to try. So we're gonna start with, we're just gonna keep it solid color for this. And we're just going to try to get shaping done, because if we can do shaping, then the coloring is the easy part, right? How many stitches is that? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so typically this is our bottom of the wing, or is this the top of the wing? One way or the other. That's one edge of the wing. But I want to try doing it where we're actually just going to go down the wing a little bit. We're just going to go all the way down the wing. This wing I'm thinking would probably be partial sew on wing. We kind of would do it where you could sew it on. But because I'm lazy, we would just crochet it on. And I would call it good. I wouldn't be concerned about it. I think crocheting stuff on is a little bit sturdier than trying to crochet something on. Alright, we got 2 more stitches, so we're going to do 1 stitch and 2 stitch. And now, so we're going to finish up that stitch, and now we're actually going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 chains. We're going to see how this works. And then we're going to do a couple of slip stitches. We're going to do 1 slip stitch and 2 slip stitch and a 3rd slip stitch. And then we're going to do a single stitch and a... Oh, you know what? I was going to do it where we connect it onto the bottom. What's up, Rice Cake? Oh, the sweet man. The sweet, sweet man. So now we're going to be going across the other side of that chain that we did. So now we're going to go like this. We're going to do 1. What's up, buddy? What you doing? A rice cake. A rice cake, a rice cake. Oh, the rice cake. Oh, the rice. A rice cake, a rice cake. Alrighty. What's up, buddy? What you do? Yeah, what you do? You know what? I actually want to... I'm gonna go back to here. I want to do 2 chains. Actually, 3 chains. 3 chains. And then I want to do a slip stitch here. A single stitch here. and then a single stitch here. Just to try to give that a little bit. And now we're actually going to start doing some double crochets, and we're going to do the double crochets that we did similar to the other ones, where instead of grabbing yarn right as we go around, we're going to go into one of the side loops, grab an extra loop, and then continue into the rest of the stitch. And then we do that. And then we're going to do the same thing again. Actually, I don't want to do that one quite yet. Actually, I want to do 2 chains, do a slip stitch, and then do the double crochet. I want to see what this does. Yeah, so that one kind of sticks forward instead of sticking backwards. So like how this one is sticking still kind of to the back, and this one is sticking to the back. This one is now sticking forward. And I want to try to get it so it doesn't stick forward. I'm wondering if... Whoops, what is that? That's so fuzzy. Oh, that's so fuzzy. I'm wondering if maybe instead of a slip stitch, if I do... Oh my goodness! It's a Draymond! Hello, good sir. How are you doing today? What type of shenanigans were you up to? Oh my goodness. Welcome, everyone. We're just attempting to make wings. We're attempting. It's an attempt. That's what we do. We just attempt stuff and make stuff up as we go. Yeah, we're winging a wing. Hello, hello. All right, so what do I have? I have like 17 stitches on my hook here. Okay, I feel like that was one too many. Oh my goodness! Now there's a Bree! Hello, Bree! We got the double trouble coming in. We got the double trouble of a goodness, little corgis and the possums and the cats. Oh my goodness! Welcome in, everyone. Hello, Nicole. Is that? Wait. Oh my goodness! I cannot read. I read that as Nicole, and there is no L in there. There's no O. I know my alphabet. Oh my goodness. Nice ice. Okay, I see. I see it now. Hello, ice. Yeah, I'm winging a wing. We're winging a wing at the moment. We're seeing how a wing will go. I'm trying to get some more little feathery things to come off the edges of them. I put all of my birds away, so I can't show any of my other birds. But usually my wings look something more like this, where there's just, it comes to a single point. So I'm attempting, I think this was actually supposed to be a leaf. I don't know what this was supposed to be. This is kind of like what my wings do, where they all just come to a single point, and I'm attempting to make it where they kind of come to several little feathers. Little feathers. Oh my goodness. And, oh boy. Sajakane? Sajakane? So sorry if I mispronounced that. Oh dear, dear, oh dear. Well, welcome in, welcome in. What were you guys up to today? What was the Double Trouble duo up to? Oh my goodness. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just, I don't know what this is called. I'm like going into the side of the stitch, and then, yeah, we're just going with stuff. Crafting and yapping and bullying chat. Don't bully chat. Oh my goodness, don't do that. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Unless they deserved it, but you know, you'd have to make a very strong case to convince me that chat deserved it. The chat bullied right back. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's very fair. All right, I think I actually kind of like this. This is kind of working. This. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's just everybody's bullying everyone. It's fine. This is fine. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear. I think that's called friendly banter at that point. I'm in danger. Bullying in a loving way. Yeah, exactly. It's friendly banter. Friendly banter. Might not seem like friendly banter, but it is. Oh my goodness. Well, that sounds like a fun and chaotic time. Okay, this wing... I don't know what this wing is doing. It doesn't really look like a wing. Hum hum hum. Hum 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 hum. Oh, you know what? I know why this wing doesn't look like a wing, because there is no bend. Alright, we need to get this wing to have a bend in it. And let me think. Which way does the wing need to bend? Does it need to go this way? Yes, it does. Okay, so we need to do a increase stitch right here. And that should help. And then we will do one more increase stitch right here. I'm just trying to figure out how to do shaping for wings. I was like, I don't dislike these type of wings, but there's definitely gonna eventually be some birds where I want to get multiple little feathers coming off of the edges. And right now they kind of look a little wonky. I don't know if I have another one over here. Oh, that is stuck on stuff. This was one where I attempted to do two little feathery things coming off the edge. But yeah, it's impressive just to improvise like that. I mean, it's a different type of math, I guess. And math made sense to me. I don't know why. Everyone struggled in geometry, and I was like, oh, this is cool. It's just a different type of math. But yeah, it's like I'm not quite sure though how to get it to do what I want it to do. And that's the hard part. It's getting it to do. I mean, the other hard part is that I don't even know what this wing is supposed to look like. So, I mean, I got a bend in it. It's now a bent wing. It's now a bent wing, which is kind of what I wanted. I almost feel like it needs to be a bit chunkier at the bottom here, and then more narrow up at the top. So I wonder, if we do the same thing, but slightly different. Where's my skizzers? Let's do something very similar. Let's try making one little tweak here. So we'll just set that off to the side for now. All right, so we're going to do 12 chains again. Let's do 12 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and then we did let's see here. I think we just went straight across with our single crochets. Yes, we did. We went straight across with the single crochets. Okay. And then probably once we get to, you know what? Let's start doing some half doubles here. So we're going to do some half doubles. Just to try to give a little bit more of a thickness to that middle part. And then we'll do one more half double. And now we're going to do a double. And now I don't know if this is technically a stitch, but one thing that I noticed with my double crochets is that if I just do double crochets, there tends to be big gaps in between them. And usually for a double crochet, like you grab extra yarn and then you go into the next stitch that you want, and then you do like a two thingy so that it's like twice as high. Instead of grabbing yarn like this, we're going to go into one of the loops from our previous double crochet, grab yarn through that, so that now we have two loops on our hook, and then we're going to go into our next one and go through that as if we were doing a double. So I don't know if I'll be able to get it so you guys can see. But this right here is our double crochet, and we're basically just going into this loop that's right here. Just go right there, grab yarn, pull it through. So now we're basically coming from the side of that double crochet instead of all the way up at the top. And then that makes it so that these double crochets are connected in the middle, so it kind of holds them together and there's less gaps in between them. I have no idea what that's called. If it is called a thing, I highly doubt I created it, but I have no idea what it is. I am not the inventor. I just redid a thing that I was previously unaware of that probably already exists. Is basically what that is. Alright, so now that we're at the edge, we're going to do, I think I did 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 chains, and then we're going to do a slip stitch and a slip stitch, and then we're going to do a single stitch, and then we're going to travel. We're actually going to go right into this side here. We're going to do a single there, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3 double, or say, words? Chains. That's what I did. 3 chains. And we're basically doing like a modified picot stitch, I think is what it's called. So now we're going to do a single stitch, or not single, slip stitch, and then we do a single stitch. And then we're gonna go into this next side stitch here. But see, but that is, that's not quite right. That's not shaping the way I want it to. Okay. We're gonna do increase stitch right here. Okay, that's a little bit better. Little bit better. We're gonna go into this side stitch here. I'm basically just improvised surface stitching at this point. Until I get this to go in the direction that I want it to go in, which that is looking much better now. So now if I attach this to here, that is going to be at a much better angle than it was before. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to attach it here. So we're going to do a single stitch. And see, the only thing is that this stitch, this little feather thing is sticking way out backwards. So like whatever the angle is that's going here, the angle that these two stitches, or these two feathers are going, is all sorts of wonky. What did we do? Let's see if we can decrease that angle between those two. Because we got it so that the one is go in the right direction, but the other one is not. Let's see here. What is this? Oh, you know what? What if we did a slip stitch here? Then we do the single stitch, and then we do our 3 chains, and then we do slip stitch and slip stitch, and then single stitch. Nope, that's still trying to make those two go. I wonder if it's that single stitch that we do, or that I do right there. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, so we have slip, slip. Let's try putting a single here. Yeah, let's do a single here. And then let's do a couple of chains. What is that? 1, 2, 3 chains. And then slip stitch. Hmm. No, I think, what is this doing? Confusion. Let's just start over so that we can clear the brain and restart. Okay. So we have our last double crochet. Okay, so we just did our double crochet. So let's do our 4 chains. And then we're going to do slip stitch, slip stitch, and slip stitch. Okay. And then let's actually do one more slip stitch here. And then let's actually turn a little bit. Go back into this one and do a single. And then we do our 3 chains. And then we'll do slip stitch, slip stitch. I have no idea what I'm doing. We're full on winging a wing. Slip stitch. This is like partially surface crochet, and oh, I actually really like that. That looks so nice. Okay. I need to just not mess this up. We're gonna do a single crochet here. Okay, I do like that. I do like that. Let's do a single crochet here. Actually, slip stitch here. Yeah, slip stitch. And then we're going to turn and we're going to do a... we're going to do slip stitch here and then 2 chains, 3 chains, 3 chains. And then we're going to do slip stitch, slip stitch, and slip stitch. Okay, and then single stitch. Okay, see, now that's starting to look wonky again. Now it's starting to look wonky again. Um, trying to think if there is some way. Let's just see where we get to with this, I suppose. Let's do... So, oh wait, actually, what if we attach this with a double crochet instead? I feel like that's just gonna make it worse. Probably gonna make it worse, but you know, you can't get worse than already terrible. Actually, you can, but you know, it'll be fine. It will indeed be all fine. Okay, we're gonna go here. What you doing, Rice Cake? He's sleeping. Sleeping. Does it look like a wrench? It looks like a wrench. Like one of these things are like the twisty things that you do or something, or like maybe it's like one of those like grabby things. Like maybe this is the twisty thing, and then this is like where like you just latch onto stuff and it goes nom nom, and then you do the twisty thing, and then it goes chomp. Oh dear, dear, oh dear. It's fine. Everything is fine. Okay. Yeah, this one is all sorts of wonky. I wonder if it's actually because I'm doing... Wonder if I need to do those after I turn. Oh wait, I need to do a half double here. Let's do some half doubles going down. Oops, half double. And half double. And half a double. That's not a half double, that's a single. That's okay, we can do singles now. This wing is definitely not any sort of wing that I am familiar with. This is a crippled wing. This is a wing that does not function. That is what this is. We're not getting storms today, buddy, are we? That sounded like thunder. We've had so many storms recently, it's been kind of ridiculous. Okay, we just... It's a bird giving a thumbs up. Like, thumbs up, yay! Oh dear, dear, oh dear. I don't know what this is. It's fine. It's something. We're learning, right? We'll just go with we're learning. Okay. I didn't do any of the increases for that one either, so that's okay. That will indeed be okay. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's try something different this time. Well, we have ads about to start here momentarily. That's okay. We're just going to do our chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Trying to bite. Trying to bite. Oh. What if? What if we did it from the bottom going up? My brain is not computing. My brain is not computing. We'd have to do decrease stitches. Would we? Yeah, if we were gonna get the curve, we would have to do decrease stitches, which isn't a terrible thing. It's really not a terrible thing. Let's try doing that. Okay, we're gonna do 1 slip stitch, 2 slip stitch, a single stitch, single stitch, single, single. Oh, and ads are back, or ads are done. Cool. Oh, we have a double cat. Cool, cool, cool. So we're going to try doing this wing from the bottom to the top. So usually I've been going from the top to the bottom. But we're going to try doing it from the bottom to the top this time. We're going to see how that is going to affect it. And yeah, so we have, so this is our bottom of the wing. So if we have our wing and it's going to go like something like this. Oh wait, no, it needs to go like I don't know shapes. Shapes are not working in my brain. Oh, that was why I was going from the top to the bottom, because the chain is always more narrow than everything else. And it kind of tries to fold in that direction. That's okay. That is okay. We're going to do a chain here and flip around. And then we're going to do, we're actually going to do a double crochet here. And then we're going to start doing our, the attached double crochets, or the connected double crochets. And actually I want to do a decrease stitch. There we go. Did a decrease stitch. So now we're gonna go here, grab some yarn. We're gonna go here. We're actually just gonna do a half double there. And then we'll do a single and a single and one more single. Actually, slip stitch. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because if this is the bottom, that's fine. That's fine. I think I might needed to have done more stitches, and then we decrease how long they are going up, but that's okay. We're just going to do it where we slightly increase how many stitches we have going up, and we'll see how that looks, and if we don't like it, then we can swap it and do it the other direction next. So we still got a couple more wings to try out. There's so many different, this is the nice thing about crochet, is that there's no one way to make anything. You can make things in any way that you want to. There is no right way. Probably this is the wrong way to make a wing if you're trying to make a wing. So we do have a couple of wrong ways to make a wing, but there is no one singular right way to make a wing. Let's do some half doubles. And then we're gonna do a double. And you know what? Who actually said that this has to be... I actually like it better if this is still working from the top to the bottom. I actually kind of like this. I kind of like this. Okay. Gonna go there. So I actually did an increase. Okay, and now we're going to do single and single. Okay. And now we kind of have this little contraption, which I think that actually looks kind of nice. And we're going to try to get, I think we're going to try to get one more, at least one more feather on there. But I'm going to do a couple of slip stitches just because I don't want this wing to be getting a whole lot thicker. I really don't want it to get a whole lot thicker. It's about the right thickness. So we might even not need to do double crochets. At least not nearly as many as we did. All right, now we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do slip stitch and slip stitch and slip stitch. There we go. And then we'll do one more slip stitch. And actually want to do one more slip stitch here. There we go. Now that's better. Alrighty. That actually doesn't look terrible. I think this is the best wing that we've made tonight so far. It's a little bit wonky there, but I think that's not too terrible. Okay, and I have a few ideas of how we can make this a little bit better. So we're going to chuck those ones out of the way. We can move that. We'll just leave that right there so y'all can see it. All right, so now that we kind of have an understanding for what this wing is doing, we're going to keep working from the bottom to, or top to the bottom. Is this wing? I don't know. Yes, this is top to bottom. Okay. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alrighty. And we're just going to do some single crochets. Actually, wait. Nope. Nope. I need to do some slip stitches. 1 slip, 2 slip. I think only 2 slips. Yes, 2 slip. Okay. We'll go there. We'll go, whoops, yarn. There we go. Go there. Let's go into the next stitch. Okay, and since we're going from the top to the bottom, and we're gonna have the bottom little feathery thing be the longest feathery thing. So, whoops, come on, yarn. Oh no, I just need this one last stitch. There we go. All right, chain and turn. And then we're going to do a single and a single and a increase. Actually, wait. No, we're gonna do, what is that? 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do an increase at the 4th stitch. Increase at the 4th. And single, 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 and one more single. All right, and then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do 1, 2, 3 slip stitches. And then we're going to do single crochets in the rest of these going across. Single crochet and single crochet, single, 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 except for right as we get to this little bump from these increases, we're going to do another increase. There we go. And then go over to the edges, chain. Oh, but see, now it's looking kind of wonky. Why is it looking wonky? I don't know why it's looking kind of wonky. But it's looking a little bit wonky. Okay, maybe we can fix that. Let's see here. Single, 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 single. Actually, increase. Single, increase. There we go. We're gonna do half double, half double. That was a full double. I think both of those were full doubles. Oh well. Half double. Single. Oh, you know what? That's why. Because I did a slip stitch right here to connect here to here. But for this one, I did a full single stitch. That's why it's a little bit wonky there. Okay. Single. I want to do a slip stitch here. We're going to do the slip stitch here instead. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we just want 4. And then we'll do our slip stitch. And okay, what are we doing here? Slip stitch. And slip stitch. Then we'll do a single. So that's a slip. Single. 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 And a slip, I think. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so we kind of know what we did wrong for this one as well. Wasn't supposed to do a single stitch here. I was supposed to do a slip stitch right there. Alrighty. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Making our way. I mean, this is definitely more wing-y than a little thumbs up wing. Like, let's pretend we were gonna put wings on our frog here. Like, the little wing. Boop. That looks a little bit more like a wing. Now, I kind of, like, this one obviously would just make more sense. Wing. I feel like there's just something really nice about the what's it called? The single points though. I don't know. I want to be able to do this one looks more like a leaf than a wing, but you know. Maybe if I go look at an actual bird wing. Rice Cake, you don't have wings. You don't. You've got claws. It's like, don't remind me that I don't have wings. If I had wings, I would eat them. They'd be like chicken wings. Yeah, they'd be like chicken. They'd be like chicken. What you doing, sweet man? I know, I need to let the brain think for a second. I mean, because technically the other option that, like, we could do is if we just make the general shape, then, you could do something like this. Probably not going to keep this on this unless it actually looks really good, but it's green and orange, so I'm not expecting this to look wonderful. So you could do, what is that, slip stitch? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could do slip stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch, actually single stitch, and then do single here, 1, 2, 3. And then you could do, I mean, maybe this is the way to do it. 1, we'll see. We'll see how this looks. So that was a slip stitch. This is a slip stitch. Let me go here, do a single, 1, 2, 3. You do a slip stitch, do a slip stitch, do a single stitch. So you could do something like this where you kind of just like go all the way across with 2, 3. Slip stitch and slip stitch. Basically, these are just like picot stitches. I think they're called picot stitches. They might be slightly modified picot stitches, but I think that's what they're called. And then you pretty much just go all the way down, and so then you'll get like all of these little feathery things coming off of this guy. So then if we do 1, 2, and then just 1 single stitch and a single stitch, and then a single or a slip, yes, slip, single, slip, slip. You could end up something like that, and then you kind of have like these little feathers. I don't know why this one's so short. This guy's a little bit shorter. I mean, that doesn't look terrible, aside from it being green and orange, but you know. It kind of looks more wing-like than what it did before, actually. I almost feel like, you know what, we are just going to leave that on there, because why not? 1 and 2. Honestly, I kind of think this might be the way to do it, because then you already have the shape. You don't have to worry about the feathery pieces going in weird directions, because if you already have the shape going, then adding those on isn't going to alter that shape at all. So that could work. It could indeed work. I don't know why this feather is so wonky. Because this might actually, so we have this one. Let me see. Let me get another, let me go grab another color so that we can have a little bit of contrasting colors going for us here. What's that? What? Are you connected to something? Yorn? Hello? You part of a project that I am unaware of. You're part of a project that I am aware of. You are not connected to a project. You are also not connected to a project. Where do you go to? Yarn? Yarn. Don't know where we're going. I think that's the end of it. So what is this connected to? Oh, are you two separate yarns? Are you... Oh, I see. Sort of. There's a giant knot in my yarn. Okay, what is this connected to? Oh, there's just so much yarn. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, if that's the yarn, and then, oh dear, what are we connected to here? Hello? Yarn? What are we doing? This is just a big mess. Big messy yarn. Okay, I did not plan on having big messy yarn. Oh dear, dear, oh dear. Okay, let's try to figure something out here. Okay, this is the end. Yarn. Yarn. Okay, I think I just set that right there. That should be okay. Okay, and then if we just chuck that over there, and then if we just chuck this over here, we'll just make those go over there. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start with this like creamy color, and we're going to see what type of shape we can do. So we're just going to make a single point with this. So we're pretty much just doing what I've been doing. Do I remember what I've been doing? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, I did something different for this one. For this one, I started in the middle. Or started here, maybe? Went up, went back. Went up, went back. Or where is it? Went down, went back, went down, went back, and then I went all around the edge. So what is that, 5 rows? Something like that. We'll try that real quick. Okay, so we're going to do slip stitch, slip stitch, single, single, whoops, yarn, 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 and single. There we go. Alrighty, and then we'll go here, the single. There's a cat fur on me. Okay. Single and a single. Single and single. Alrighty. There we go. Now we do a chain and we turn around. So we're going to do some singles going back again. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do an increase in this 4th stitch. So that's an increase. And then keep going. And then about when we get, is it 3 stitches? I think it's 2 stitches. We do a slip stitch and a slip stitch. Then we turn around and we do one more slip stitch in that first slip stitch that we did, and then we do one more slip and one more slip. Then we do some singles. Alrighty. Single, single, single. And I mean, technically we could do it where we just have this. But this would be kind of a small wing to try to fit those on. So let's go all around the edge now. And we're going to see just how big this wing gets. Because I think it's going to get pretty big. We're actually going to do an increase here just to keep this wing increasing in size. Because there's going to be a lot more surface area than what we have currently. A single. We're gonna go down here and do a single. And then we have a single. A single. Maybe, if we can. There we go. Single stitch. A single stitch. We're actually going to do a chain and chain. We'll do a slip stitch in this chain and then go back to doing our singles. That way we end up with a little point right at the tip. So that was basically a picot stitch right at the end. So that we have the point still at the very tip of the wing. I'm actually really liking the shape of this wing so far. Ah, my yarn! That's okay. We're almost done with the white. So it doesn't matter if we get to the giant knot. And I will have to detangle that mess at some other point in the future. Because I don't want to do that now. Oh, and we're about to have another ad here momentarily. So if anyone needs to grab a snack or grab a drink, it is probably about to be a good time to do so. Alright, we're going to do 2 chains. And snip a clip. Okay. And there we have the wing. Alrighty. And that's not a terrible looking wing. That's actually a pretty decent shape. And then we can put our little feathery things going down this side of it. Possibly even going down here and here, maybe? I think it would mainly look like a wing if we put them along this edge here versus if we put them along this edge here. I want to try making some bigger feathers too. You know what? How about we just make like 3 sets of these? I'm gonna make 3 sets of these wings and then we can do feathers. That way I only have to think about swapping around a couple of things and I don't have to worry about 50 million different things because I don't think I have the brain capacity to swap around 50 million things right now. Oh boy, this giant knot. This giant knot. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Slip, slip, singles. Okay. That's fine. Cross stitch, chain, and turn. We do an increase in the fourth. So it's 2, 3, 4. Do an increase. Single, 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 slip, slip. Whoops. There we go. Just trying to get through these ones as quickly as possible so that then we can actually get to what we want to do, which is add the feathers. Oh my goodness, yarn. Why are we like this? Why are we like this? They're better. Okay. So that was 1 slip, 2 slip, 3 slip, single, 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 all the single stitches. Oh dear. This knot is going to be a problem, isn't it? I think this knot is trying to be a problem. I do believe that it is really trying to be a problem. Okay, and now we do a chain and turn, and we're going to do a edge. 4, and we're going to do a increase here on the 5th stitch. Yes, I want this one to be a single. I want this one to be a single. I want this one to be a single. This one. And then to go here. Oops. There's that one. And then I want this stitch here. Okay. Single. And then I also want this stitch to be a single. We do 2 chains, a slip stitch in that first chain, and then we go back down. Okay. I think once we finish this one, we're going to try 2 separate ways. Oh my goodness, what's going on with my... Why is my thing dropping frames? That's a problem. Oh my sweet golly goodness. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to call it here for today because I don't know. It might just be that my computer just needs to completely restart and figure out its problems. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, even though I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Tech problems. Sometimes tech do be techy. But yeah, I'll be back on a Tuesday, and hopefully tech will be better by then. Yeah, I do appreciate all you guys for stopping by. It's been wonderful chatting with you guys, and thanks again, Bree and Dreamend, for the raids. If you guys aren't following them, definitely do that. They are a double trouble duo. They get up to all sorts of shenanigans. So definitely recommend checking them out. Are we good now? Oh my goodness, what is this? As soon as I threaten to end stream, like, it starts doing perfectly fine. What is this? What is this? It's doing fine now. Oh my goodness. What is... Maybe it's fine. Nope. We're still dropping some. Yeah, we're still dropping. Okay. Yeah, we're still gonna end it here. I'll be back on Tuesday. So I will see you guys then. Bye everyone.